Hello and welcome on board. Today is the first day of a long series of flights. It's going to bring us virtually around the world. And yes, I'm planning to fly around the world and using a flight simulator. And we're going to start with the TBM 930. Most likely going to switch with twin engine later, but we'll see. Right now we just get straight into the flight, and I'm going to talk more when we get in cruise. We're gonna have time at that point, and let's just check the weather for now and make a plan for this first leg.
519, wind 220, gusting 19, clear takeoff, runway 24 right. Clear takeoff 24 right, quarter 519. Black Sea molecule here, identified.
Okay, so let's check the weather at Kelowna first. So Kelowna at 13 Zulu, automatic 360, 2 knot, 9 statute miles, overcast 6,000 miles 2, it's pretty warm. And let's set, so forecast will be, departure for us will be 1430, so here's like a 15 Zulu. It's pretty much 8 knots, so it's not too bad. 6 statute miles, 4,000 feet broken, 8,000 feet overcast. Well, I'm planning to do VFR flights, that's the objective, but the weather is not always going where we want to go. So just check the weather a little bit along the route and see what we're going to do. So here we have no wind, 10 statute miles, overcast 6,000, 2 degrees. What do we have here? Here's weather is 10 statute miles, 5,000 feet. It's getting a little bit colder. We have a clear sky, minus 18. And yep, here what do we have here? We have overcast 6,000. And here we have 1 3/4 for destination with clear sky. Okay, so low visibility due to the snow and brooms, so I guess we have some condensation bringing a lot of, my guess is a lot of frost is happening, and it may be so big that the automatic station interprets that as snow. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not too concerned about the weather at destination. What I'm a little bit more concerned is the fact I want to fly VFR. So I'm using a live ATC, and right now the ATC is no active ATC where along the flight I want to do. In Canada we have a lot of places with no ATC, and we are flying IFR all the time. And what we do is if we don't want to fly an IFR flight plan, we do an IFR itinerary flight plan. So we don't drop off the flight plan and we just tell somebody, hey, I'm going to fly IFR, I'm planning to land at this place at this time in 1 hour. After this time, if you don't hear from me, call 911. Technically, what does that mean? So that's what I'm going to try to do. Kelowna traffic, this is India Alpha November. I'm on the north side of the airport. I'm going to taxi for runway 16, and it's going to be itinerary IFR flight to Cody, Wyoming, Yellowstone, US. India Alpha November, Kelowna. Okay, I'm on. Okay, Kelowna ground, India Alpha November, taxi for runway 16. Kelowna Tower, this is India Alpha November, line up runway 16. It's going to be a it's going to be eastbound departure, Yellowstone next. So I'm on runway, I have my lights, should be all on. Okay, so my lights should be on. All of that is on. Good. I got to put one flaps down for takeoff. And going, that's good to go. I don't need that. Et c'est parti. I have a confirmed positive rate, gears up and in transition. Oh, I exceeded flap speed already, and the 400 feet flaps up. There you go. I was climbing like a Cessna. Forward this plane is very powerful. Okay, Kelowna, India Alpha November off runway 16, climbing through 2,900 feet to direct to Yellowstone and switching on 22.8. So, communication. So 122.8 transfer. Hello, India Alpha November. Just airborne off Kelowna. And coming from 4,400 feet to 11.5 is going to be Yellowstone next. Okay, well, I'm going to start talking about, even though I'm not quite in cruise yet, about what this video is going to be about. So yes, I'm going to go around the world using Flight Simulator and try to use live ETC as much as I can. I try to use the same plane, but I'm most likely going to change with a twin engine at some point. I'm waiting for the market to open. My original idea was to fly a King Air B200 because I have a lot of time on this plane. I knew a little bit the procedure, the engines setup and everything, so it will be just easier. But you know, I really enjoy flying this plane, and I'm not sure, but I think this plane may actually be faster than the twin engine. I may change aircraft when I get to destination just to do a local flight, look around what's going on. Could be an helicopter, could be a Super Cub, could be a Beaver. My idea was to use actually the Beaver for a more local flight, or an helicopter if I want to see more closely the like we say pyramids and stuff like that. I want to do also is talk about stuff on every flight. Might as well try to learn something. So I know it's a lot of pilot nerd, sim pilot nerd out there who knows about everything about aviation, and most likely knows better than most of the real pilots. So I'm sure you're going to come and put a lot of comments on how I do stuff wrong and how I'm wrong and stuff like that. You know what? Maybe I'm wrong. As a pilot, we have to accept we are wrong, we accept we don't have all the knowledge. It's all about sharing knowledge. So, by all means, if you see something, tell me I'm wrong. Just be nice about it. So, share. If you have questions, if you see things and you don't know what I'm doing, you don't know what I'm talking about. I may talk about something. So as a pilot, you never assume the other guys knows what you talk about, but here I'm going to assume you guys know what I'm talking about. And if you don't know, well, let me know in the comment. And in the next video or in following videos, I will try to talk more about it and answer some questions. The idea is try to talk about what we can learn. I'm a commercial pilot, but realistically, I never flew much outside of Canada. I flew a little bit in States, I flew a little bit in Switzerland. I get my private license in France, so I flew a little bit in France. And it's differences on every country. Even though we are the same part of the ICAO, I think we say it in English, and some differences. So I'm going to fly from country to country. So if you're from this country or you know a lot of the country, man, by all means, tell me, pull some comment. Hey, in this country we do IFR that way, we do things that way, we do plan for the alternate this way. Or I don't know, just share the knowledge of your country or what you have for the situation. I know what I'm going to apply here. I'm going to apply it of what's happening in Canada and how we do in Canada. Even I may be wrong at some point. It's a lot of stuff I don't practice anymore, so I may forget a little bit. So just don't be afraid to talk about it. So before loading the approach, and we have to look at the weather. Unfortunately, we're still a little bit too far out to catch the latest weather at Cody, but we can use the forecast we had earlier, and if there's any big change, we can always change the last minute. So at the Cody, it was 150 at 8 knots at 17 Zulu. So it's like more than enough for us to land on the 04. So let's see the approach plate at Cody. So we're looking at the bottom, we see all the step down with the names, but what we're really looking for is the IAN, the initial approach fix. And here we have, so we kept D, but we also have, if you look there on the bottom right, it's almost hidden, Tokud. And that is our initial waypoint fix. So when we're going to load the flight plan, that is the point, waypoint we are looking for and we're going to activate it right away. So for loading the approach, we go first to the MFD page, and I'm going to the procedure. From the procedure, we don't have any arrival, so approach directly, confirm the airport, look at the approach, it's a good one, and we don't go vectors, we want to go direct to do as previously. Minimum, we leave it there for now, we're going to come back later. We're going to load and activate the approach. So don't forget, we're on uncontrolled airspace, so we can go where we want. So when we do a GPS approach, we always want to verify all the waypoints. Everything we have in the database is supposed to match what we have on the approach plate. So it's basically review the name, review the altitude, and everything is matching what we're supposed to have. And so on, and we even check the missed approach, making sure the everything match what we have on the approach plate. So now we're going to do a temperature correction. Remember, we didn't put a minimum yet. It's because we need this temperature is so cold, and we can see here minus 26. We need to correct technically every single altitude to make sure we clear the mountain or any obstacle right down to minimum to be in a safe altitude. Usually when I was flying King Air, the G1000 has an option. You put the temperature, and it was doing automatically all the correction for you, so it was very easy step, going very fast. Here I could not find the option in this FMS, so we have to do it manually. I'm not going to do all the waypoint, we're just going to do the minimum. It's also to give you an idea, and also because there's kind of VFR over there. So to calculate to correct the altitude, first you go to get the field elevation, and you get the altitude you want to correct. So you subtract one to the other, and you end up with a number. So here we have 700 feet between the both. Now we refer to another chart. So we look at 700 feet, and we look at the temperature. I would use minus 20. 700 feet is about 100 feet we need to add. So now we take the altitude we need to correct, so 5,792, we add 100 feet, and we end up with a new minimum at 5,892 feet. Now we need to put a minimum in the system, so we can go back and we go to minimum, we add 592, make sure we're on barrel, we can be on RA, and we enter. That's it, minimum is set.
Kilo Romeo X-ray Echo automated weather observation 1600 Zulu. Wind, calm. Visibility, 10. Sky condition, ceiling 600 feet broken. Temperature, 5C, dew point, 6C, altimeter 302744. Kilo Romeo X-ray Echo automated weather observation 1600 Zulu. Wind, calm. Visibility, 10. Sky condition, ceiling 600 feet broken. Temperature, 5C, dew point, 6C, altimeter 302744.
2744, what kind of altimeter setting is it? Okay, so 600 feet, weather is not as cold as I was expecting. So if we look at the latest forecast we have from the automatic station, we have 600 feet at 5. So start with 600 feet. So 600 feet is the height of the base layer of the cloud from the ground. And if we look at the approach plate, here we have a 695 feet. So that means a minimum bring us 695 feet over the ground with 95 feet above the base of the cloud. So here we have a big chance we cannot make to our destination. What we need to do to increase the success is to redo the minimums. So I was expecting the temperature to go up as we get closer, because we forecast was done at night. It's colder at night than a day, but I didn't expect it's going to go up than 20 degrees. So we're all set up for the approach. Last thing I want to do is to do another briefing, because we loaded all the stuff. We've done a lot of stuff, but we actually never briefed anything. So I need to make sure I'm fully aware of everything. So I'm going to start from the top. So Cody, Yellowstone, radar pods, RNAV, GPS, runway 04, so good, we all loaded that. Frequencies, we are not using this frequency right now. I did load 22.3 and 22.8. I'm going to monitor and talk on both frequencies. And so it was approach, final approach course 038. And the FAF is going to be 8,800 feet. We're doing an LPV. Minimum is it's corrected to 35,892 temperature corrected. I didn't change it with the new temperature because it's pretty good outside. I'm not really too concerned. Anyway, I will leave it that way. We'll see how that goes. Worst case scenario, can always come back VFR. I'm not too worried. Android, so MSS is 25 nautical miles safe, so I'm not supposed to be 13.6 thousand feet below 13 nautical miles. I'm flying at 15,000, so I'm way above, so we're good with that. Elevation is 51, touchdown is also 51. 100 feet, miss approach course, climb to 8,400 feet, direct to Bohart, and on the track the 348 degrees to ZG. And so we already verified the hold previously, just a reminder. Barrow RNAV not authorized, final approach course of the 3 degrees. The standard approach course offset. So offset no, it's not possible. I have approach course. Oh yeah, the final, okay, after we turn. Yeah, 30 degrees and we're going to turn. That's that, okay, I understand. Often you have an approach is going to be offset right down to the threshold. So when you're flying to minimum, you're not looking straight up ahead of the plane, you're looking like 30 degrees, 10, maybe not 30 degrees, but 10 degrees on the left or right. So they tell you that, make sure you're not looking at the right place if you do offset approach. But here is, it's going to be above the minimum, so we're good. Helicopters, not for us, we got a mouse, cold temperature, altitude correction required for at or below 10 degrees, we've done that. Pilot control, lightning 22.8, so that if we want to put the lights on a runway, well, at that time we should be good. We already verified all the step down altitude, and we direct Tokyo right now. We're all good. And procedure not authorized for arrival at Tokyo on Victor 465 southbound. Doesn't concern us either. We're on direct, GPS direct. So we're doing a PV, that is time corrected. So it's a very long approach. It was like 28 nautical miles we can see here. From the first waypoint to all the way down to the final. Usually it's 10 nautical miles. So that one, because of the mountains, that is why we have so many step down and we have so long approach. But we have to be aware WISPO is our FAF. And our FAF is about 9.8 nautical miles from touchdown, where usually the IF is, is at this location. So no need to be set up that far back. However, I'm going to put the gear down probably I'm going to keep the gear down to the GK, I guess, and I'm going to configure the plane, try to get the plane configured for WISPO with flaps approach, and I will get gear flaps down as necessary on the on short final. I have to be stable by 500 feet, and so that means I have no aircraft has to be configured by 500 feet. I need to be on glide slope and on localizer. If I am visual, if I will be IMC, I will need to be stable by 1,000 feet. Here also, we'll see how it's going to go. And yeah, it's pretty good. So we're going to start the approach very soon. So we have the approach is armed, altitude is also with the VNAV, and so that it should be good. So we have here on the FMS approach, ramper, VNAV alt, and next altitude I guess is on standby. And we see how that goes. So I don't see any top of descent, and I'm not sure why. Maybe it's hiding. Here 051 left turn 051. Jabos on 46. Actually, but look at that. Jabos 15,000 feet. I'm doing descent to 36. Back center. Oh, okay, I see a double descent now. Okay, heading. Next turn. Alright, by miles. Oh, it's off now. Okay. So here we can see down the valley, can see a little bit reduced visibility, but I do not see any clouds. So again, I'm pretty confident I'm going to be able to make it no problem. We are going to do a traffic call. What's 22.3. So Yellowstone International Airport, India Alpha, November. We established in the RNAV 04 approach. Going to pass Jabos in a couple minutes, and straight in for 04, India Alpha, November, Yellowstone. So here I'm at top of descent, I believe. Past it. Oh yeah, the plane goes down, it's perfect. Let's start reducing a bit more again. And 13.6, 14.6 for 13.6. Start to slow down. Go back to the flight plan here. Okay, I can altitude now. Next altitude is going to be 13.3. 13.3, go down now, and we have like kick off. Yeah, that's 13.3, okay, the next one will be 12.2. Should be 12.2. 12.2. My speed is looking good. Let's get a bit more energy. Let's not too much there. I'm just reacting a little bit to what's happening now. I don't know if you noticed it, but the autopilot started to descend in the initial fix, so it was great. And I have like a bunch of succession of waypoint to go through, and every time I was resetting my altimeter, and I failed to realize my plane was not going down. And so is why the plane is not going down is I forgot when we have lawless step down like that. Anyways, my belief, because it's been quite a few years since I've done that, when you have lawless step down, you actually have to manually step down the plane. The plane will not follow. There's no glide path, no glide slope to follow. So I kind of forgot to realize that, and I was keep gearing down for the next altitude without realizing the plane was not going down. And because I'm a little bit behind this system, like it's not quite the same I used to use before. There's a lot of similarity, but it's not quite the same. And I kind of forgot a little bit some of the stuff. And so yeah, I screwed up and I feel a little bit bad. But anyway, it's part of learning. And yeah, that's it.
Reste voir die autopilot stop following the descent. Anyway, I'm visual. I'm going to continue down. Let's see the fast speed again. To catch up a little bit. Okay, Yellowstone Regional Airport, India Alpha November. We are 10 miles final for runway 04. Surprisingly, people on the engine tonight don't have this. It's all I'm saying. They need to put a flaps down. So today. Okay, I'm going to full first. We need to go down. So I'm going from left to right to the steering. And we are getting back on place. Look at power. And we decelerate the descent. Et sensitivité. Okay, I'm passing visual. I need to follow the flight path anyway. So okay, before landing, check the gear is down. Is that free? So we have the gear is down and free. Your door pilot is disconnected, your laptop is disconnected, and frequencies has been down, flaps showing down, and we're good to go. So I should be able to see right there how many miles I am from the final, but I have to look at
Yellowstone International Regional Airport, India Alpha November 2 miles final 04. So here we can see the PAPI. I have four white, and I can see here also on my glide path I'm a little bit high. I can correct a little bit. I'm a little bit over 1,000 feet a minute. It's not that great, and a little bit fast as well. So I'm going to reduce the speed and it's going to reduce my rate of descent. Yeah, you are too white, too red. Trouble to fine-tune the powers in this plane. Okay, minimums gear down, I'm clear to land, so I can continue. For red, I believe. That's okay, I'm visual, so I'm okay if I'm a little bit below. I'm not a big plane either, and what my NG 72 has a good reference to get. Yeah, I can start putting power to idle. Ground effect or something. Maybe a little bit fast. There you go, touchdown. That was a long touchdown. I don't have the reverse. I will have a reverse. I will full reverse here. But I set that up at some point in my controls, but it's not working anymore. I have to reset it. Okay, Yellowstone Regional Airport, India Alpha November, exiting runway 04 for Alpha, taxi to the airport.
stop here. Just to make sure I didn't forget something. So off the runway, what do we want? We want the press off, straps off. Okay, that is good. And get the flaps up. And I want to check the shots. We just have a radio on the ground. Okay, yeah, let's double check. I can forward this detail. And let's taxi. So I'm on the Charlie Alpha 3. I'm going to Alpha to the apron. Well, that was a fun first day. Still like a learning curve about this plane. Next flight, I'm not really sure where I'm going first. I'm going toward the Monument Valley, and but I'm not sure if I'm stopping at Salt Lake City or I'm flying by. I'm not really sure. And but yeah, that's it for this first video. Again, just put a like on the video. I can help other people maybe to see my videos if they are interested with my contents. And the yeah, and don't forget to put a note, comments in the comment box. Let me know if you have questions. Let me know what I can do better. And yeah, just sharing information is what it's all about. Try to get better at what we do. And yeah, follow me along. You can even contact me if one day you want to do a leg with me. You can do a formation flight somewhere. And yeah, that's it. Look at that. I feel like they're waiting for me. Huh? Hello, guys. And I feel like I'm flying a jumbo jet or something. There you go.